You talked about elevating your art being connected to nerves, but like, what does it mean to elevate your art in this sense? What are we getting from Eternal Sunshine that we haven't gotten before?
Well, I think it's very different in a lot of ways. I don't like to do the same exact thing twice, but I think it's also different pieces of me. Like, it's very me, but just kind of my favorite rendition of it. Does that make sense? I don't know.
It is you.
I really am not sure how to specify what's most different about it, but
it's just as honest as the music you put out before. I can even make the case that it's maybe, it's incredibly honest. Like, when you really listen to it, you hear a story.
It's human. Yeah. I wanted
That's
to,
it.
yeah, I mean, it's incredibly human, but it's also touching on Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. So it's kind of a concept album, which I also haven't done before. And that's also kind of why I don't want to put out a second single before the album, because I would like for it to be heard in one piece.
It's a story of transition and growth. It's a story of love and growth and also loss and addressing. I mean, you address the most. I mean, you talk about the most. But it's all cloaked in this.
I do, but also it says everything and nothing at the same time.
100%.
It's very vague and very specific, but all at once.
But these songs are pouring out of you because there's so much emotion and so many experiences fueling it.
It was definitely the most emotional writing process, for sure.
Does it come naturally, or do these lyrics need to be refined over and over again? Like, what is the writing process?
So I definitely did several passes at all of the songs just to kind of be protective, because I wrote them when I was very emotional, some of them, and then some of them were more, there are bops that are more fun, but actually even some of the bops I cried writing. but I think like the thing that was beautiful about it was when I was writing, it was with no intention for the world to hear it. I was just kind of like, let's just go. Let's see what comes out. And then when I was done, I remembered that people will hear it and how sometimes people can sensationalize things and assign meaning to certain things. And I wanted to make sure that I combed through just to make sure that it was what I intended, which even at my most heartbroken or most pained moments of the past few years, there was so much kindness. There was so much love. There was so much honesty and transparency and respect. So even at the hardest moments of, the loss and the grief that you hear on some of the albums, some of the heartbreak stuff, like, there was so much like love and transparency. So that was something I really wanted to make sure was captured. It wasn't like a fuck you at all and ever. Even like track number 2, I tried to make sure it was kind and giving credit for trying and for the goodness that there was. So that was like a tricky balance for me, because I definitely had some sessions where I was writing more emotionally and reactively, but that's also very human. So I didn't want to erase all of it.